Refresh. Hang on, guys. I'll be right with you. There we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Coin Corner. Hope everybody's having a good time tonight. Had a good weekend. Glad to have y'all. As Lincoln and Florina and Kevin and Oz was here, and I see a few more coming in. And I want to welcome Robert Lawson from CoinHop. How are you, Robert?
Good. How's everybody doing on this wonderful, cold and snowy weekend?
Oh, it ain't been snowy here, but it's been colder than refrigerator.
We just got a little dusting here, but I know they got more elsewhere. Hello, Lincoln. Hello, Penny Queen. Kevin 07. Alden is here. Hey, Alden, how you doing?
Yes, Penny Queen. Hey, Penny Queen, how are you, Ellie? I'm having to switch back and forth, so I can't pop out my chat because I have a Mac. I'm getting it delayed, but it's coming. But anyway, again, welcome to the Coin Corner. And as you can see, me and Robert look like twins today. Well, from here down. I got a bigger gut and he's got a better looking face, so it worked.
All that.
Nika, I've been keeping busy too, Penny, trying to work and work some coins in now and then. But we're going to be looking at some of the old copper, and maybe Joe and Travis will join us a little later. But I've got some older copper and some older silver we're going to look at and get Robert's opinion on some of it. In fact, he pointed out, I'll show a coin later, that he pointed something out I didn't even know about. I knew it had a RPM, but I didn't know about something else. So I'll let him point that out when I put it up. But so how's everything been going, Robert? Is sales going good? And
we're taking and yeah, we've been doing fine. We take and just staying busy. I started working on the second video for the upcoming coin roll hunt that we're going to do, which we're going to open live the roll of 1937 Lincoln pennies.
You didn't get my message the other night at your auction. I said, just send them to me and I'll search them for you.
I appreciate it, but you know what? I wouldn't want to put that kind of extra work on you.
That's pretty good, Robert. I like that one.
How are you?
Great comeback.
Well, now I took in somebody, and I've only seen one other person ask for they want me to do a year in review on a 57, which is their birth year. So I got a roll of 57Ds. I'm probably going to do that. Cool. After I get through with the 37 and the 36, but I don't know. I've thought about taking and do a year in review, and then maybe go back and at a later date take and do a roll review for the year that I just did, and provided I can find an original bank wrap roll of that year.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. When are you going to do the first roll you showed?
The 37, I've got it slated for February 1st. That'll be a Monday at about 8 p.m.
Cool.
That's when I'm going to start. I figure it will take, because we're only doing 50 of them, I figure it might take about an hour and a half, honestly, because of the way I'm going to do it, because I'm going to take them out.
Right.
And believe it or not, I'll have to take and I will have to use a loop to initially look at them, and then I'll put them under my scope, and we'll just do it that way.
Yeah, sounds great. It sounds like it'd be interesting. And I want to welcome Sen Horner and Anna Hussigen, and there's my friend Lincoln back. And it's good to see you, Sen Horner. And anybody else that's come in that I missed, thanks for being here. And that's February 1st at 8 a.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, that'll be February 1st, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will open up an original bank rep roll in 1937. I'll be getting that video up for the 37-year review, hopefully by Tuesday, because I'm still getting into the swing of things, and I'm trying a new process of making videos and editing them. So sort of kind of a trial and error, but hopefully down the road it'll make it a little quicker for me. But I want to get back into making videos, and hopefully we can get some suggestions on videos that people want information on.
Well, you do a great job on the videos, Robert. I know you've stepped away from it because you have that project you were working on the rebuilding of the store there or whatever it was. And I know that took a lot of your time, but I think everybody enjoys coin out videos. I know I do personally, and I always learn a lot. I mean, that's one thing with working with you and being personal friends with you. But even before that, I was always a big fan because when I first got into this about 4 years ago, I mean, I don't know a lot now, but I knew a lot less then, and I've learned a lot from you. I've learned a lot from Joe. Durbin, Lincoln, Travis. There's been so many, but you've always been right there for me. So, and I know. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm guilty as charged. I'll be honest. The reason I enjoy doing the year in review is I learn a lot of things because I do a lot of research for that year.
Right.
And it's really, really nice to take and some of the things that I learned about. I mean, it's really educational for me too. I mean, the coins I already know about. Okay,
right.
It's just the other history that's enjoyable for me.
Well, that's what got me into coin collecting, and what started me in it is I've always had a love for history, so it just kind of went hand in hand. And I got one glove on, one off. Sorry, but. Yeah, but I've got the coins out today.
Hello, Colorado coin hunters.
Hey, Colorado, good to see you, bud. He was on my stream the other night. We did a little chit chat, and I got to actually see him and meet him. And we've got another guest. Hello and welcome, Lemonhead.
Hey, Travis. You ain't got no volume, Travis.
Audio. Okay. Yeah, he had that problem the other night on his auction.
Hey, maybe you shouldn't adjust it. You're pretty good where you are.
That was good. Maybe you shouldn't adjust it. That's good.
Yeah.
Now you hear me?
Yep, sure can.
Yeah, you sound good, Trav.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't look no better, but you sound good.
Yeah.
Man, it is a hot night tonight, boys. I got a sweatshirt on.
I got to pick on him. It's his birthday, so he's
happy birthday.
Hey, thank you. Don't get old.
Hey, you still got a long way to do to catch up with me. You both do.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I don't want to hear it. It's good to see you.
What's going on? How is everybody?
Doing good. We were just talking about Robert going through a roll of what year was that?
1937 is going to be the first one on February the 1st.
February 1st at 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Eastern time.
You had said something about there's 2 rolls, right?
I got a roll of 36 as well.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. Nice. That's a nice year right there.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to find about 20 of those FS 101s.
Man, just one high grade. I mean,
that would be okay. You have to understand, this is no kidding, Travis. I have cherry picked every one of the 1, 2, and 3, and I've cherry picked 2 of the number 1s in EUs.
Wow. Yeah, because people don't understand how relatively new air variety is, the collecting of it.
In the coin business, it is, yes.
Yeah, so it's like that stuff it's still possible, the cherry picking of it. I get that.
Maybe somebody out there, I don't know. I need there was a guy named Robert Frank, I think, or something like that, that does a lot of fact checking for me on my channel. I wish he was out here, because I want to say the first known collector was something in the tune of the 1600s.
Wow.
Or no, straight that. I'm sorry, I said 16. I'm at 800.
Yeah.
Wow.
That in itself is interesting. Like, I wonder, there has to be like documentation, like that you're able to research something like that. It's got to be a book about it somewhere. Well, I would assume. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's I actually, you know what? Throw both those numbers away. I'll have to look it up, because it was one of our pieces of information we had to learn when I took the test to be a numismatist scholar.
Yeah.
The history, you have to know. You have to know a lot about stuff that sort of kind of worthless, but it's interesting, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it worthless.
Well,
Either any knowledge is not worthless. I mean,
maybe not
yeah.
applicable.
There you
Better word.
you're right. I probably used the wrong word.
You know?
I do that all the time, Robert. Hey, guys, I want to take the time to welcome all the newcomers. And I see Vanessa Kitty in there, and some others. Just welcome. Thank you for being here. And hang on, I'll be right back. Go ahead and take over, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay, now I got the watch page. Now I can see everybody who's here.
You got Windows? Do you have a Mac, or do you have a regular?
Me, I'm HP.
Okay.
Desktop.
I always pop out the chat and put it on the StreamYard page, to where
I wish I could do that. I have a Mac, and I can't do that with a Mac.
well, that way there, see, everything's live for me.
Right.
I can see the chat live, and I can react to it actually pretty quick if I wanted.
If there's a way of doing it, I haven't figured it out, because I'm not the most computer smart guy in the world. So, hey, Travis, I heard you got some. I heard you got some old copper in.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what we're going to be looking at tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and take the screen and show the first coin. If I can change cameras here. Just let's see if we can get this to looking right, because my lighting is not the best. Oh, it's not showing the date real well. Hang on. Give my camera a second to focus.
Oh.
That's a 1798 large set. Not the best of shape, but the date's highly visible, and the devices you can still see. The rim is pretty worn. And his reverse. Get my camera to focus. Of course, it's off center like most of them was.
Now, you realize the 1798, that copper was purchased from Britain.
Ah. That's something I didn't know, Robert.
It's most likely it's not 100% copper like most of the large cents, like in the later dates are.
Right.
The earlier they were bronze.
Ah, okay. Well, I got this. I think I bought that from you, Travis.
Yeah, I think you have.
It's the oldest one I have.
The oldest. That right there is the oldest cent I've ever had, and I don't come across them often. Isn't that? It's crazy old. I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
Especially right there in the condition that coin is in right now. It's like it's on the cusp of really like disappearing from forever,
Yeah.
So the fact that somebody just they saved it, they pulled it out. So it needs to be it could be here for a long time now. because there's not a lot of 98s out there.
I don't know. Alden, throw it in your pocket and carry it around and see how many years it takes to make it smooth.
There you go. Low ball set.
Okay, now I've got another one here that I want to show. Let me take the camera one more time. And now there's a story behind this before I show it to you. If I can find it again. There it is. This came from a lady that I did some work for a couple of years ago. I laid some floors for her. She was an elderly lady, and she was widowed and never had no kids. And her great grandmother, and she was in her 80s at the time. She's been passed away for a year or so, but she found out I was into coins, and she gave me this. And it actually is the only hold coin that I own. But it's an 1806 half cent.
Beautiful.
Let the camera focus.
Beautiful.
And her grandmother hung this above her doorway in her bedroom as a good luck piece for over 80 years. And it passed down through generations, and she passed it to me. So, of course, it's priceless. It's as priceless as a couple other pieces I got. One happens to be a gold piece with a chicken on it. But anyway, and it's actually, I keep this one hold coin in my typeset because of the story behind it and the condition.
Well, and that would be something as a nice topic. Beans, they use so many of the large cents as good luck pieces. This is a half cent, by the way. You keep calling it a cent.
Yeah, no, I said half cent on that one.
Then I only heard the half.
Oh.
I only heard the cent. I didn't hear the half. But
no, the first one I showed was a cent. This is a half cent.
Okay. Either way, but those really, man, I'll tell you what, those holes are part of the history of a lot of those earlier cents because a lot of people would use them as good luck charms.
Right.
And they would. Now that one was most likely, even though you say she put it over top of her door, that may have started out as a necklace because it's got the round hole as opposed to the ones that are normally over the doors. They have the square holes.
Yeah, hand forged nails.
And they could have been used as both. You never know. She might have took it off the door frame, put it on a necklace, and walked out the door. Then I don't know. I mean,
well, you said 80 years.
Huh?
You said 80 years. 80 years that she had it. That's not even half of how old that coin is.
Exactly.
Yeah. So odds are, like Robert said, she most likely came across it and they already had that hole in it.
Or she may have gotten the hole put in it and at the beginning, I mean, if she had it for 80 years when she's a young pup, she might have had it again. They used to take and put them around as a necklace. That's how they carried their change.
That's true.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, 'cause I remember reading during the earlier in the years that during people would sew coins into their coats and things.
Yep.
To hide them, and so.
And then the sailors drilled holes in them and wore them because the clothing they wore when they were on the boats, they weren't like they are now. There wasn't a lot of pocket, and they wore them. It just the holing in coin in that era, those years, it was really common. I have a pile. I've seen there was a dealer that he had a necklace that somebody had made a necklace out of them, and it had like a lot. It had like 40 different like coins on it, and it was the coins that he had collected through his career as a dealer. He was older, retired one, and it was and he had it up for like sale. I didn't get it though. Dang. But yeah, it's people do their whole date set in the cents series, the large cents. People go for the ones with the hold.
That's great.
I think it's cool. And like Robert said, it's part of it. It's part of it.
to me, what makes this one unique, besides the story, even though it's old, is the condition.
Oh, the condition's wonderful, dude. That's a nice looking '06 right there. That thing is nice.
I agree.
Yeah,
That's what I said when I first seen it.
yeah, it's gorgeous.
Beautiful antenna.
Yeah, without the hole, that thing right there, that's unfortunately the hole does take a lot of the premium away, but it's still great. It still has value. But I mean, it would be a pretty expensive coin.
Well, it's priceless to me because of where it come from. But yeah, I understand.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yes, sentimental and sentiment is it's you can't put a number on it, you know.
And this is the like I said, really the only whole coin I have in my whole collection. I've got thousands and thousands of coins, but
we're gonna have to get you some more, man.
I know I don't have enough. But I actually, this one is actually in my typeset because of the story behind it and the condition.
Yeah, I'd put it in mine if I had one. Yeah, heck yeah. Pretty nice.
I like that. Pretty good.
And the background, you know, the pedigree, the story, that it makes it better. I think, literally.
Well, that thing's got stems on it. That's a scarcer variety too.
Oh,
let me put it back up. I did not know that. I'm learning something new, like I always do. I got you guys on for guessing.
Reverse is where the stems would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let the camera focus. Here, let me put it on the big screen for a second.
Thank you. Or wait a minute, maybe. No, I thought it had the stems in it. Don't it have to have the two lines between where the?
Well, I know most of the like knowing the which reverse it is. Usually, it's the relation of the top leaves to the E and the S.
Right.
It like lots of them, and that's what it is. It's the correlate. It's either past the E, the tip of it, or it's not, or past etc. Like just in the small amount of research I have been able to do with the ones I've gotten, it's almost always that. But I know the bottom. You're talking about the like the ribbons coming off of the bottom. They're on the top, right?
You got the two straight lines that come out.
Yeah.
I thought they had
excuse me.
Yeah, that stems and the
yeah, that's the stemless there. I thought it was the stems when I first looked at it, but I was looking pretty far away.
Right on.
I can put it on the scope, but you can see it, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, you ought to see it right there if it had it.
The one over 200. Forget that.
Yeah, let me get the camera back to you guys. Oops.
Right there.
It's got a little wear on it. And that's not my good one. This is my extra. It's not the one in my typeset. This is just one I have. I have extra. Come on, camera. Come on. Focus.
There it comes.
1864.
Is that a small letter?
I can see we from here, dude.
Yeah, me too. And I'm looking to see if that is small letter or not.
You want me to put it under the scope?
I have the small or not. It's in the T, right? A trust.
I always go by the O of God.
Really? Okay.
Okay, let me put it under the scope, guys. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, because the O of God takes up most of it on the large, and it takes up a lot less on the small.
Let me change camera.
I didn't know that. I always use the T.
Well, Sand Hoarder, if you know about the small and the large, you look at it with me and tell me if you think it's this. Go up to In God We Trust up at the ribbon.
Okay, hang on a minute.
God, right there.
Let me back this off a little bit.
No, that's the large one. I thought it was a small. Well, wait a minute.
I've got it in a capsule. I can take it out of the capsule.
No, just take it and back it up a little bit. That might be a small. Sand Hoarder, if you got something to say, go ahead and say something. I'm looking to see.
Kevin 07 weighs in and says large.
Hang on a minute. Let me take it out of its encapsulation.
It is. I agree with you. It's too large. You don't have to have it out.
That's all right. Don't take but a second. There we go.
Yeah, trust ain't close enough, and the letters are a little too big. Yeah, it's large, guys. I agree. But still, it's in great condition. Go down to the date now on it. There you go. That's not any of the overdates that I recognize.
Hang on a minute. I've got one that's actually in better shape than that one. Oh, hang on 1 second.
I think there was one that there's a bunch of is there a double die in that one? And there's die cracks on the left side of the obverse or the pickup points, or am I mistaking that with something?
No, there's recut dates, a bunch of recut dates.
Yeah, repunch dates, all this like that era, all the different coin denominations and stuff.
This is a different one.
Yeah, it's just normal date as well, not a recut. Yeah, Kevin, I had about 5 or 6 myself. I think I've sold a lot of them. That's large also.
Okay.
Bill, you got a couple of them with nice wheat. Those are nice grades.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I'll show the aubers. This is the one that's actually in my typeset because I love the color. It's still got some color to it. I'll show the overall in a minute.
See, me personally, I like the first one.
Oh, you like the darker one?
Yeah, because it screamed more original Surface.
Right.
Yeah, that one I think because and almost all the coin that age has been at one time or another had a cleaning. And it was acceptable at different points through the history. But yeah, I think I like it. Me personally, it's a personal preference. So there is no right or wrong.
Hello, Amy. Silver.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome.
Amy, how are you, honey? It's good to see you. All right, let me change cameras here, and boom, and here we go. Everybody's back. My camera keeps zooming in and out. I don't know why.
The autofocus, yeah. Mine does that.
If you got any old copper you want to show, Travis, let me know. I'll give you the camera.
Yeah, show some of that old copper you just got.
Yeah.
Might as well advertise that you're going to be auctioning it pretty soon.
Well, this was one of the probably biggest purchases I've ever made, and the last 2 weeks I've had some of them up, but it's because I started processing it and working it, and it was like, I brought up what I could at the time because there's some of them I still have to verify. I don't have my own reference for the Newcombs on them, and so there's a couple that I know because I have two, and they're both different. So it's possible that it's really valuable on like 50 to 51, etc. But I did find a few that I was able to attribute, and they were easy, really easy, and like one of them, and it went last week or the week before, but it was a 4/2. It was an overdate, and but they're actually called punch blunders because they punched the date in upside down and then they corrected it manually. So they're not really overdates, but they're still listed in all the the red book except or wherever you find it. It's gonna still call it overdate, but technically it's not. But it's known that way, and they just kind of let it like the coin gods, whoever makes the decisions. Yeah. So kind of but only 400, was the estimated survival in all grades.
Yeah. I remember reading about them.
Yeah. So that's pretty neat. So I'm gonna manually like move this camera around because
Let me put you full screen there, Trav. There you go, buddy.
so we can do it like this. Maybe this might help me hold. So
All the newcomers, by the way. Anybody new in the room?
I'm sorry.
I was welcoming anybody new in the room.
Okay. And so Newcomb is like a VAM. It's just the name, like the person who like spent all the time doing the research, documenting.
Right.
You know, so the you'll see Newcomb, and that's indigenous to the large sense. Yeah, you know what? That's not really the good angle. Hey, let me switch cameras to the other one because this is
You got time. Just do what you need to do, Trav.
yeah.
Look at coin and talk coin. That's all.
That's awesome.
We all learn from each other, and hopefully, there's people out there that anybody's got any questions. I mean, I got two of the pros here, not me, but Robert and Trav.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Robert's the pro, man. I'm
No, guys. I made a mistake. Don't lie to these people.
all right there. Cool. It's plugged in.
I seen that penny book.
I did too. I was like, "Ooh, I like the book." I don't have that particular one. I don't think.
Getting some of them books are expensive, Olden.
Oh, I know. I've got some very expensive ones, Robert, that I've spent way too much for. I've got almost as much in books as I do coin.
Right.
You know what? I've taken, and at one time I was like that, Alden, but I can tell you right now, I've taken, and those books have paid for themselves probably 1,000+ times over.
I agree. Just a little bit the small collection I have compared to yours, it's been that way because I've learned. It's just like the cat bust and, some of my favorites. I mean, I've got books on just those, type coins, and man, I've learned so much.
1828. Well, almost had it.
Is that a braided or a cornet or?
Matron head.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, 28.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And almost every one that I've came across is obvious rotated die. That was like it's common.
Yeah, a bunch of mine are that way, Trav.
What's that?
Almost every one I've got's a rotated die.
Yeah. So it being common, but I did come across, and I want to say it's in the cherry picker, one of the Newcombs that's what it is. It's a rotated die. So right. It must be pretty damn drastic for it to be called out as a Newcomb when mostly everyone I've ever came across had some degree that was obvious, it's not hard to catch.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I think that one right there that's pretty hardcore.
I've got one about the same. In fact, I just showed it.
She's straight up and down in relation to the flip, and so when I hold it, and you can see the size of 90 degrees and top dead center, how much off it is. That's a nice little mount.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, 1828. That's a long time ago. I love that.
Hey, you know what's weird though? The 1798 that I showed you earlier.
Yes, sir.
It's completely straight up and down, just like a new coin.
Oh, nice.
There's no rotation to it.
Nice.
That's probably rarer than the rotation.
Well, it's different in different years. The things that are known about them. And you had said about the off center striking, and that is true. It's and it's a big deal with the grade, and it's specifically with the large sense. Like the centering being nice is taken into consideration, and when it comes to the value of the coin and the grade, it's a part of the grading that like wouldn't necessarily be on the all the sense post 1856.
Yeah, it's weird that I've learned just from reading what I've read that each coin and each design, and sometimes year to year, the grading changes because of the differences in the way they were minted or the type dies you were using. Or
Well, you got 7 different varieties in the large cent.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, so that's a whole different design relief, like so who knows, like it's the designs create and don't create like weak points in the die, like they were known to be weak, like in like I'm trying to think of an example. It's harder to keep it all straight sometimes. But there's dies like Lincoln Cent dies, like more modern ones, that they're weak in a specific area, and it has to do with the design on the coin.
Huh.
So you have a lot of redesigns, and it's usually because they start making the coins, they're striking, and they keep breaking in the same place, maybe, and then there's a lot of RDVs, reverse design, where they came and they either strengthened the design in a certain area, or it's the relief was too high. I mean, they're really subtle things, but to the die, it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, a cent is the size it is. So then some little part of a design on that Lincoln Cent, how small is that? How minute is that? Like in my hand. I mean, it's crazy. But these were the different, out of the 7 varieties. There are differences where it's only known to be mushy striked down in like 5 o'clock on, say, the matron head, and not one of the other 6 that are left. But the older, I read that. I think I read that today. It's funny. I read that in the ANA grading standards book, about the earlier, what I was saying earlier, that 98.
Yeah.
Large letters. So this is large letters. There's a lot of large letter, small letter, and then it's cool. You get into where there's a lot of cool things to catch on the large cents. You get to where they had a lot of them had the wrong year reverse. The die pairing was wrong,
Right.
and they caught it. So you'll have like the 39 with the 40 reverse, or for as an example, and they're valuable. Some of them not so much, but it's the premium and the value that these things, the varieties, give it. I was really surprised because I just learned it. I don't know it all, and I'm learning a lot. So the value, I'm expecting it to be like, I see these numbers like $4,000 and $5,000, and I'm thinking, well, that's probably like a uncirculated specimen. Right. No, that was in fine. the grades, these coins, when you can lucky enough to find some of the varieties that are out there, it's in low grade. So I'm like, I didn't know that. So now I'm thinking I need to spend all my time only cherry picking large cents. I mean, really. That just blew me away. I mean, maybe I'm probably wrong. It's probably not a big deal or something, and that's the way it is, and I just don't know it that way. Yeah, because again, I don't.
There's so much to learn.
Yeah, I've never had so many of these at one time, so just.
I want to say goodnight to Amy, and Amy, get well and come back stronger. And
yeah, Mama.
Honey.
We love you, girl. Praying for you. Always.
Lincoln said he needed a new cherry picker's guide. I need one too. I've ordered it about 5 times. I ain't got a new one yet.
Yeah, the book ain't done yet, guys. I got a little bit of inside information on that.
Well, Robert,
are they waiting on you? You got some more good stuff to put in there, probably, huh?
No, I'm waiting for Larry. We've been putting prices together to update the pricing on it.
That's good. That's good, man. Cool. Right on. So there's 1,000 in all grades. I didn't
Nice.
label that. All grades estimated survival rate of this in medium letter, because I believe there's a large, a small, and this is the medium letters. And pretty nice grade, very good. To get that fine in the matron head, you want lines, fine lines, detail above Liberty in the hair there.
Right.
And like the hair that's just east of the ear, you'd want to see a little bit more lines there. That's like the main pickup point for that I could tell. Minus having like an actual just how to grade large sense reference, But what I do have, I'm pretty confident. Between photo grade, which is it's to me is holy, A&A grading standards books. Those are the books I've been using for it. So yeah. So all this collection I got, mainly these are the grades that the coins are in. They're all mainly goods, all the way up to like very fine is the bulk of it. And then in the 50s, as you get not as old, I think the best grade I had was maybe like a 30, like a very fine 30, which is nice, which is wonderful.
Right.
Yeah, take any of them. And I got a nice pile of holes, with legitimate holes in them, and just all kind, and then damaged, just really damaged. Like they were kept though, because you can tell they're large cents. They had whatever remnants of the large cent. They're all different. One of them, it was cut into an octagon, which is I kind of dig. It's kind of cool looking. So she's in a very good net. Like the details is, you can see that attempt, like that puncture. It's not all the way through by the star at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, just super curious. 1834. Somebody started to poke a hole through her. I'm just wondering why they didn't make it through too hard. They, not enough strength or pressure or whatever it was. That's what I'm imagining, because we could only guess. But I like the color on this one, and the surfaces, they look to be original. The collection was really nice. It's I don't have any doubles. These are all I think I had all the 40s.
Wake up, Robert.
Pretty wonderful. I'm just here relaxing, listening to Lemon, learning something. I tell you what, I got me this nice new chair, and I can relax and just listen all night long.
Right on, man.
And I'm going to show you a quick one. How do you like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That's an HE28 half cent.
Okay. Good shape, too.
Yeah, that's another one out of my personal collection.
Oh, wow.
Well, Alden, isn't all of them your personal collection?
No, I've got a few that's going up for sale in a month or two.
Oh,
high-end coins as well.
This isn't the one you just recently got, is it?
No.
Okay. Did you get it yet?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
No, I haven't received that one.
You're gonna love it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, as of right now, this is the highest of this, the highest quality I've got of this particular design.
Right on. Yeah, the one that you just won. I might have been too conservative, and because I've seen even since then I've seen more auction history, the really good photos from Heritage on sold auctions, and I'm just speaking about like the color, because I had to do homework to find that color, but because it's crazy and it's bitchin' looking and it's legit. I've came across reputable, like Heritage is pretty reputable and their photos are really nice, and that exact same patina and color. So it was it was I feel good now. I
Yeah.
felt good then. I wouldn't bring it to auction if I didn't, but I had only seen a few.
I don't even remember where I think I bought this particular one off my local
Dealer.
dealer. Yeah.
Yeah, 28. I don't remember 28. That's really nice. That's a really nice looking coin right there. Look at that thing, man.
For the age.
Yeah, but the half cent, like all the detail in the hair, the denticles, the rim, and how flat the surfaces are.
Come on, camera.
I like as I concentrate, I can tell. If you got a little closer, I could see on the behind her. Yeah, man, I think that's pretty nice. That's like that's like an AU grade right there, low AU probably.
I figured it was a very fine, but
No, I think they're more, the grading is a lot. It's more forgiving in that age. It is on the large cents. The half cents I haven't had nearly as many.
I've got both, but I like the half cents more than I do the large cent. Actually, I don't know why I'm more attracted to them, but
they're odd, like you, Holden.
Yeah, that's true.
The half cent. She got a big head right there, though.
I like these, the 20-cent pieces.
See, I bet you like them 3-cent silver and 3-cent nickels too.
Yes, I do. I've got a collection of them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now this is one I've told everybody that I'm going to be having an auction in a month or two, and this is one of the pieces that'll be going up in it, and it's a very fine 30 PCGS 20-cent.
I can't see on my screen. What's the top of the? There we go. Right on. VF30, sweet.
Come on, camera.
S. Did you check that for? Isn't that like the one that you stand to get that that RPM?
No, that's another one I have. I'll show it in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I'm going to have Robert tell you a little story about that one I did not know about until he looked at it. But speaking, this is another one. This is one of my higher end ones that's going on the block.
Right on.
Come on, focus. Come on.
Focus, focus, focus.
Really, I'm going to have to smack it.
Shake it like a baby.
That is an AU 50 25-cent piece.
50.
50-cent piece. 1825, I mean. Here's a reverb.
Nice.
That one will be going up.
Love Cap Buzz.
I got one more I'll show real quick before I show that other 20-center. And this is a 18 and 32 PCGS AU 53. Small letters. And there's a reverse.
Nice coins.
And then I'll show you this one real quick, and I'll give you guys back the camera. This is the one that I'll have to put that under the scope, but this is the 20-cent piece that you were talking about, Travis. So let me change cameras, put it on the scope. Boom. Takes me a second. There we go. Okay. And he was Robert was telling me of something about the date and the denticles. Tell me about that, Robert.
Yeah, look down below the 7 and the 5, primarily the 5 where the ball is, Travis.
Yeah.
Looks like that could be a misplaced date in the denticles.
Yeah, that's something to look for. You'll see the parts of the numeral in between the denticles. and you have to have you only can make that out grades above XF, man, because it disappears when the
Yeah,
game.
I think it's an AU coin. But
Yeah, right on.
I think
And
it
it's
shows
26,
it.
man.
what you say, Robert?
Well, I think it shows it just under the 7 and under the 5 is where I'm looking.
Yeah, I see anomaly right there.
Let me zoom in on this a little bit.
Yeah, the closer, yeah.
And sometimes it's too much power. Like you'll miss it.
Does that help or does that make it worse?
Well, no, not necessarily. See how it looks like it might be a strike or a postman strike? I think that's it. What Robert was saying under the 7, you can see because it's too sharp line and it's horizontal. I think that's the top of a 7, Robert.
That's what I'm wondering. Plus, over there to the right of that, it looks like it could be part of the 5.
Right? You got like one denticle that's clear, nothing in it.
Yep.
And then the next one over, you got that really defined.
Right.
It looks too tooled. It's too crisp and sharp. Like damage don't leave that kind of a nice line, when it's really damaged.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and the denticle is not damaged. Then you have to remember it's 3-dimensional. Like the denticle's taller than this anomaly. The anomaly is like a little more shallower, and then denticle comes back up, then you go back down and you get to the anomaly, then you come back. So you couldn't do that if you tried. If I gave you like 5 hours, right, to like try to make that kind of line down there, you can do it. I think it has to be an overdate.
You need to take Alden and get a couple of nicer photographs, and I've got a friend who's got the book on misplaced dates.
Nice.
He might be able to identify it.
Okay, I'll send you some good pictures of it.
Yeah, the one you had there, you should just snap the shot real quick.
Yeah, that's a good shot. That's a good.
And there's the
RPM
SORS. That's the same coin.
Nice. Yeah, that's the only thing about the Bren, the Bible, that it's the no photo, and sometimes vague, not enough to go on, but the minimum is knowing that there is something in that series. Like if you have that year coin and you're going through, but I'm finding myself more and more, I'm not relying on it. I'm relying on other stuff.
Yeah, problem is what I found, Travis, is hello, Hidden. They really haven't gotten into the types, putting in the information on those yet.
Yeah. Sweet, man.
Yeah, we've got to look at some pretty nice coins tonight. I like that. That's always a good thing. What do you got, Trav?
Well, let's see what's up, Hidden? How are you, my brother? I gotta get back to work.
All right,
so this is a 51.
I'll be right back, Alden.
Okay, brother.
Man, what are those lines? Maybe I got some dust or something on my lens. Let's see. Try this.
Now, is that the cornet?
There we go. So here's a 51.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of how you tell on the large cent series. It's the bottom curl, the very last curl. So that would be the one the tip there that's by the 8. So there's a lot of times where the relation of where that is to the 8 is where you want to keep your eye open, because on this 51 it's different. That's how subtle it is. That's the pickup point. Because you can't really tell using any other part of the design. I done got that year next. Hidden. Crack me up. So this one, I like the color on this one too.
That's one.
Copper does crazy stuff, man. But I think it accentuates the all the design. You know, like helps make it pop because it makes it two tone with the way
Right.
it looks. Yeah, I think that's good looking.
There's a 50. There's a 52 that I have.
Uh-huh.
Let the camera focus. I don't.
I know. I'm trying to do this.
Come on, camera. Darn it. That curl you were talking about.
Uh-huh.
I see what you're saying.
So this one, it's the one other curl points directly like in line with just the outside of the curvature of the 8 on the outside.
Right.
This one points directly to the vertical on the top on the inside of the 8 on that curve. So that's like you know, it's just the girth of what the top of the
Yeah, I'm trying to see where
the wall of the 8. It's literally it's just one's on the inside, one's on the outside. Some of them it's more it's drastic. It'll be
mine's on the right. Mine's on the outside of the 8.
Outside?
You want to see it?
Oh, you mean on your 52?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you only have the one specimen?
I've got a couple others, but they're in the safe.
Yeah, I would take if you have multiples, then lay them out side by side,
right,
and check them against each other.
Okay.
I mean that really quickly eliminates because if you don't if they're all the same, then it's easy. But the only reason I know about the 51 is because I think it was in the cherry pickers. The cherry picker calls out a few of them. Yeah, I have a 22. I don't know if I have it still, but that was the oldest one. That's where this collection started. Oh, the 78, and then it was the 22. But yeah, that's a nice old one there, Penny Queen. 22, man, 1822. And that's a different design than the ones that I've shown here. I don't know if I have a 20s. Oh, I showed you guys a 28, the matron head, but 20. I think 22 is something else. What would it be? Here's
what I was looking for. Here you go, Penny Queen. This is 1798. If I get it to focus. Focus.
Let's see. I'll look in here and see if there's anything on your 52 really quick.
There you go, Penny Queen. That's my oldest one, American coin.
All right, so here's 57.
Robert's hunting something over there, I see.
Just look. I got a bunch of junk that scrap stuff. That's all old scrap stuff.
Oh, I love the old stuff. I love the old copper. I love the old silver, but the old copper actually fascinates me more, and I don't know why.
I like the old silver better. I like the designs better. I like to see the letters and things.
I've got both, but I just tend to like.
God, how do you pick one? You know, it's how do you even? For me, how do you pick one?
Yeah, I tend to agree.
It's damn hard, man. It is damn hard.
Because there's even a lot of foreign I like.
Oh, I love foreign.
I love the design of the foreigns.
We're novices. You know, as good as we are at everything, they've been making coin for an awful long time, man. I saw a Roman coin the other day that was mint state, like in legit, you know, like and the thing was gorgeous, and I just thought, wow, look what they were doing then, you know, over 1,000 years ago.
Well,
you know, the artistry, the manipulation of the metals by man, carving it into
something here.
That's just awesome.
This was a gift from a good friend of mine who happens to be on camera with me, if I can get it to focus. Robert knows exactly what that is.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, you have, and that's silver, of course. And that's about 2,000 years old.
2,000? What is it? A mite?
No, it's a Roman.
Daenerys? Like
I-
one of the Daenerys?
Denarius.
Yeah, Denarius. That's it.
Is it? Nice. Hey, that's those guys conquered the known world. Every time they conquered somebody, the first thing they did was take their money and then print Roman coin. You know, the Japanese did the same thing on every single island. That's why there's so many different types of paper money.
Oops.
The first thing they did was whatever the money was that they were using, they destroyed it and then made new. But they made different on every island, which I don't understand all that. But yeah, that's cool, man. 2,000 years old.
Yeah, I've got some Winnemite coins and things that from around that era, I guess, around Christ's time. But this one here, because it was a gift and because of where it come from and what it is,
Yeah.
priceless.
Oh yeah, man.
It's priceless.
The sentiment, like I said, you can't put a number of value on sentiment. You
No.
know, you really can't because it's individual. Some people don't really they're not empathetic that way, so there is no value for them.
No.
And then other people, you know, like how could you sell your grandmother's, like, you know, third generation handed down, and then it'll hit one person and they don't really give two, you know what's.
Well, I'm seeing this guy in not a toga, but some kind of thing like that, with a big old hammer and sitting on with an anvil, bam, and making these things by hands, you know. And it's like,
yeah,
the history. I mean,
it was most likely it was against his will, and he was a slave. That's the part that's not cool. But Hidden says his oldest U.S. coin is a Federal Strut, a 1794 half cent, and U.S. Large cent. So you got one of each in 1794. You lucky dog.
Very lucky dog. I'd love to have one.
Yeah, very nice, man. He also has a Fujio.
Yeah, in 1794, wasn't there a couple of different varieties in the large cent? Like,
oh yeah, well, I would assume. I don't know by heart.
I don't know anything about the 74.
I want to say you can get. Let's see here. Because somebody asked me to look for one.
For 94, right?
Let's see here.
They probably did, Hidden. Did they say bam out loud? No, they probably said
the cherry picker guide starts with the 1804, because of course they don't show all of them, you know, the ones they pick, but yeah, 1804 is where it starts, and they're almost all of them in the cherry picker date. It's the date orientation is what the variety is, but which is cool because it's really easy. You don't have to be like super seasoned because it's always the curl to the digit.
right.
And it's really easy to see. You don't have to know a bunch of other stuff. You just have to be able to, you know, you need specimen or you need reference picture, but it's pretty easy. So, and to know that you have it, you know, like, because there's a lot of them out there where it's like you need those pickup points, and those are not, you know, the other markers, because it's not always that easy and cut and dry, and those ones drive me nuts. So it's nice knowing like that you can be 100%, you know, because it couldn't possibly not be because of where the end of the curl lands or doesn't land. So that's kind of cool, man. It's not always hard. It's not always easy, but
hello, John Argent. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome to all the newcomers.
72. Some color, some toning in it.
Yeah, and that. Oh, I thought that was a CC. It's not. I've got one the same. type. It's a CC that Lincoln gave me, actually. And that's not it. I thought I grabbed it, and I grabbed the wrong one. Robert get tickled on that. I got too many coins and not enough places to put them, Robert.
I know that feeling.
Oh, I got 2 safes full, and I'm still got stuff hanging out everywhere. I can imagine your collection. John Argent's here. Good to see you, brother. Welcome. Penny Queen says, in my typeset, I have an 1800. Hey, that's cool. I love 1800. We give the camera real quick there, Lemon, see what we're looking at. 19 and 18 and 30. Ooh, what's the stripes on it? Oh, that's just something on the coin.
I like that. I like it
too. It's cool looking.
Yeah.
That's unique.
It's not like it's appealing to me, my eye.
Yeah, it is me too. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty groovy. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not positive if it's
could it have been in the planchette?
That's what I was gonna get to, is like we know the Woody, the Woody sense in the in 1909 and coming up, that you got the alloy mixture, the improperly mixed alloys, right?
Right.
So thus, and you get all the different ways that manifests itself, and then we nickname them Woody, right? So because of wood, they look similar to wood grain. This is something along that lines, because I don't think it's topical, because I didn't put it under like microscope power. I used a strong loop, and I can see the surface pretty well with that.
Yeah, it looks like it's in the actual planchette.
Well, that's what I was getting to, is I don't know. I haven't been able to, haven't had the time to get in there and research, like, is that something that was going on? But I would say, of course, it would have to be possible. We're going backwards in time, right? Technology-wise. We're not, the 1838 from 1909, roughly 100 years. No, let's say 80 years. 80 years. Ooh. So yeah, and I just read recently. I was reading today about the earlier, the 40s, 50s. They're pretty. The plancharts were known to be pretty standard. Like they did a good job. 100% copper, and that they were pretty. They did a better job at the quality control. Like they were getting them out consistently, I should say. The earlier, it says, you had it ran the gamut, Well, they weren't as
good on the reverse.
The quality of the plancharts, they weren't as good, and they were irregular. It was hit or miss what they got at the mint.
Travis, I don't know. I'm not an expert.
No, I'm telling you this.
No, I'm just saying it looks like it's in the planchette.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm saying this is what I just learned this recently. So
that's cool. That is really cool.
That tells me I would think it's possible, but also a lot of times in coin I came across, it's literally the residue from Scotch tape that has patinaed it also, because of how long it's been there.
Right.
Or that it was in the sun, or there's a lot of things, and
a lot of things can cause it.
Yeah, but
that's a nice looking quarter, Robert.
I can tell when I look at them under power, like a strong loop.
Right.
Then I go, oh, naked eye, it's hard to tell. You'd be surprised, like really hard to tell. But then I'll loop it, and I can see that it's on the surface. Wow. This one I couldn't tell. So, but I don't want to 100% just call it out something that I'm not sure.
Right.
Yeah, so I won't. So I'll just tell you that, like, me personally, it's not a deal breaker. I think it's cool, good looking. So I don't care what it is myself.
I like the appeal.
Yeah, because the rest of the coin, it's there. It's money. It's a very good. It's solid. It's problem free. It's got all the detail and pickup points to make it 8. Awesome. You know what I'm saying? So like, cool, man. I think it's to me it's a plus.
Yeah, it's a nice coin.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
What year is that one, Robert? 1835. Oh. Now I've got that same design in the $50. I've got some in 25, but not in that good a shape.
Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
What is that? Extra fine? Yeah, extra fine. That is gorgeous. I love that.
Yeah, just showing some old coins. I thought, what the heck? That's about the oldest I got close by.
Mhm.
It's nice even wear. Like
Exactly.
where it looks two-toned, where it's white and not white, that's flat, right? That's just
Yep.
where it's like tabletop.
Yep.
And all the places all over, you know, like the hair, the cheek and the nose, and the star in front of the nose. It wore evenly. That's nice.
Yeah, that's a nice piece. I want to welcome Ant Order, and Oz is back, and
Hey, what's going on, Ant? What's happening?
anybody else that's in here. I appreciate you being here. And we're just looking at some old coins. We're looking at a nice one right there. Robert, is that part of your own collection, or is that something you're going to sell? Or
You know what? It will be something that I'll sell. I got to talk to the consigner.
oh, it belongs to somebody else.
Well, yes. They asked me to sell it, but I want to take in. I noticed a couple issues, and I wanted to bring it to their attention. It is underpriced for what he had, but I still wanted to just talk with him first,
Right.
because I always point out any thing, you know, that I think will keep it from getting a possible straight grade. And now this one, I'm not certain. That's why I wanted to talk to the consigner.
All right. I see. Nice coin, though.
Yes, it is.
I don't know if you had a price tag, but that's a nice coin.
Think it's dipped? Does it,
I don't think so, Travis, only because if it was dipped, you would see it around the stars, the date, turn it to the back, you would see it. You know, this here's just from where that was.
That looks like it's from white.
I think that's just genuine wear. I don't been messed with in a long, long time. Hello, Blue Moon B. How you doing?
Blue Moon B. Hello, sweetheart.
man, that's
It's a nice coin, Robert.
that's a cool quarter right there.
I love that quarter.
Yeah.
I may have to be bidding on that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I could that. Don't wait for me. I couldn't afford that quarter if I did that.
Oh, yeah, you could. Yeah.
You're crazy.
Travis. Robert, you got two other little pieces you showed me earlier I want you to show. I know they're coming up eventually.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
I was trying to figure out what you're talking about. I forgot already.
Yeah, we were talking about silver and copper, but we're going to kind of go up a notch or two. $1875 mine coin. Oh man, that's
There
cool.
you go. That's what I want to see.
That one's in really good shape. You know, me and Alden was talking. Even though it's got toning, that's because at the where they took and made those, a lot of times they were right at the mines,
Right.
and they was not able to take and purify it.
That's got impurities in it. That's where the mark's coming from. But it's gorgeous. God, it's gorgeous. Look at the shape that's in.
$quarter.
Yeah, they did a half and a quarter, and
Well, that's the next one that he asked me to show you, which is this one here and this one here.
what year?
This one's
Got
hold on, 1871 on this one. The
Yeah.
last one was in 1875.
If there's any way I can afford it, I'm going to own that one right there. That's kind of a match, not a match because it's an odd shape. I've never seen that shape before.
Yeah, I was looking through
I want that coin.
and I got to see coins that I never saw before, and there was a lot of those. They're badass, man. The California stuff is it don't come around all the time. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's gorgeous right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
And also in this condition.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at the condition. Condition and condition and condition. I mean, God, 1871 in that shape. And you know how soft
And
gold is.
gold is very, very soft.
Very soft. I mean, it wears so quick.
Yeah, I just picked up a $52.
That's nice.
Let's look
Yeah.
at it.
And
Yeah, I should.
it's
What
a
do you
nice
got, Trav?
thing.
Show it.
The $1 gold type.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them.
Yeah, you got a couple of nice ones, graded PCGS too.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Lucky dog.
Yeah, I've gotten pretty lucky when it comes to gold.
Come on, camera.
Lincoln's got a gold piece I'm dying for if I can afford to buy it. That's nice. That's in good shape.
Yeah,
Wow, too. That's not bad.
great shape.
Sure is.
One little ding on the rim
I see.
behind the star, like at what would you say, 4 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock.
Something like that.
Yeah. But everything else on her is really crisp. And I spent a lot of time the day before last, like on her specifically. And it's crazy because I came across a really higher grade than I think that this is. And that impression that if you're looking at her forehead where her eyes are, it's hard. I know this camera doesn't do well, but can you see that the clash there?
Yeah, it kind of looks like
yeah, it's like a just a straight line coming out.
right.
I found a bunch of them in higher grade in a few different years too, where they have the same exact clash, like in that general area. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's like what were they doing that it would be on 2 different year dies.
I don't know.
You know, like was there something in the installation of the die that they, or I really don't, because it's not supposed to be there. I can tell you that.
No, it's probably not supposed to be.
And how likely would it be that accidentally, coincidentally, something that's an accident not supposed to happen happens? You know, like that's highly unlikely. You know, it's more likely that there's a reason for it. So anyhow, it's probably something that I'll never find out. Come on, camera. There we go.
That's,
so 1852, $1, and it's got the right patina, it's got the right pickup points, and it's
nice
soft in the center on the letters and the numbers through the center there. It's weak. So like high, I want to say conservatively this is a AU 58, but most likely because even with that weak in the center, it would grade the low mint states. But bitching, man, because the 52 is trending in every grade right now, so that's wonderful.
I don't remember what years I have, Trev.
But 52 is common. It's the second most common year.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I've got I don't know, one of mine's kind of a rare year, but I don't remember which one.
53, I think, is the only one that is more, besides the 52. How are you, Blue Moon? Good to see you.
Lincoln, are you keeping Alden?
In on the reverse, please, Lemonhead. Yeah. I'll get as close as I can with it focused, Lincoln.
Okay, well, hang on, Lincoln. Let me zoom it in for you. There you go.
Is that good where I'm holding it? Because it's focusing.
Looks good from here, Lemon.
Okay, is that good, Lincoln? Whatever you wanted to see. Is there a variety or something you know about? I'm curious.
He may know more. I know y'all know more than I do about him, but I love him. I know that. Like I said, I have a couple. I love them.
Yeah, I don't get the chance to do gold very often. You guys, most of you in here know and have been frequent over with me. You know, came to the auction, so it's cool. I do when I can, and then or when I'm offered. You know, like I try not to miss the opportunity. And if
Right.
if the price is right, it all comes down. That's the bottom line. You know, like I gotta make sure that
It's all about price.
well, I'm me particularly. I'm trying to make my dollars work for all of us as good as I can get them to work. You know, like the deal because it's tough, man. It's not as like people just assume that you're loaded because you deal in coin. They're you know those guys are out there, but it takes
It ain't me.
yeah, because gold is that much more expensive than everything else.
It ain't with dollars.
Gold is not a joke. It's like man, a 1/20th ounce, and it's like that thing costs how much?
Oh, what do you got there? I'm not seeing that one.
This is probably off topic, right? Because
That one, the Greyhound?
it's Australian $5. It's from 2006. It's a 1/20th. And come on, I might have to come this way because of the light.
Hello, Oz, by the way.
Yep.
Hello, Roadrunner Oz.
There you go.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, that's a bird dog, isn't it?
Yeah, that's kind of looks like a black lab from here. That's pretty.
Well, it's Australian, so wouldn't it be what do they call their dog? Dingo or something?
I don't know.
But I'm not sure.
All I know is it's pretty.
It's 2006. It's Australia from Australia, and it's
So the other side's got the old Queenie on it.
I haven't even taken it out once yet.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
But it's immaculate. You know, like it's been probably sitting like this.
I like that. Now that's something I don't have. That's cool.
Yeah, when I looked at it with the loop, because of the fine details, I'm trying to get sometimes it catches it. I'm just impressed at the size of it and how
How much detail?
yeah, you know, it's the little teeny lines and how because gold strikes well because it is soft, you know.
Yeah. That's
But
a nice
it
piece.
has these little lines, you know. It's not right there. It looks kind of flat, and maybe it's not very impressive, but it is when you start to look at it under a little bit of power. You know, like 3 times, 5 times, and then all of a sudden, I'm just amazed at how they can do that. That's crazy to me.
It is. That's a nice piece. That's one I've not ever seen before.
Yeah, and just overall, I mean, it's really appealing. It's reverse proof. The fields are frost. The devices are
Nice coin job.
and it's a mix, not all the device either. Just
Right.
that central device, and then like the in between the rim
Right.
and the
What do you think
field.
of that one, Robert?
Say again.
I said, what do you think of that one?
I like it. It's
I
nice.
do too. It's very unique.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It caught my eye, and yeah, it's old her. You're right.
Yeah, we know it's on that side.
Queenie, yeah.
We all know what's on that side.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, when he said Australia, I knew what the Oliver's looked like.
well, I just wanted to show the $5.
Right.
You know.
If it's $5, I'll give you 10.
I'll give you. Blue Moon says, hell, I'll give you 20. No, she didn't say that. I did.
Right on. Right on.
That's nice.
Cool. Yeah,
Nice
thank you.
point, Trav.
Yeah,
Welcome back, Robert.
it was a pretty fun week sourcing the stuff for auction this week. So that was cool. I'm pretty excited.
Well, that's cool.
Lincoln says bin $15. Get out of here. This guy.
Hey, I'll make it an even 100, okay?
Yeah. Hey, how are you, Roadrunner? Good to see you, brother.
Hey, an even 100 and a bucket of fried chicken lips.
Oh, now you're talking. That's not fair because he knows my
I know his weakness, you know.
yeah, fried, anything fried.
Twinkies, ding dongs, and chicken lips.
Oh boy. And don't forget spam.
Oh,
You
yeah,
got a can of spam in there.
Well, that's what spam's made of. It's fried chicken lips. I mean, you know.
Oh, that one there is spoken
That's
for.
it.
It's a bribe for Paul Hampton.
Well, guys, listen, we've been on here an hour and a half, and we're going to go ahead and shut her down. But I hope Robert and Travis stays with me after the show. But thanks all for being here. We appreciate it. And Travis, when is your next auction?
Oh yeah, every Tuesday, 3 p.m. Pacific time.
There you go. Cool. And Robert?
Let's see. Today's Sunday. My next auction will be Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And don't miss Joe Durbin. I think on Wednesday he follows Robert, and on Friday he's in front of Robert.
Yeah, Wednesdays he's on at 7 p.m. Central Time, and on Fridays he's on at 2 p.m. Central Time.
So y'all be there at Travis's auction on Tuesday. I've got to work, but if I can try to squeeze in from work, I will. Wednesday and Friday, don't forget Coin Op as I'm wearing.
Always happy to have all the help you give me, man. When I get you, I'm happy to get you.
I appreciate you, dude.
And Lemon, that's why I went. As I say, Lemon, that's why I went Monday the 15th to do that coin roll reveal, so I didn't mess with your auction.
Right, I appreciate that, man. And
yeah, let me throw a plug in for that. February.
Be there. I want to see that.
February 1st, 8 a.m. Eastern
8 p.m. 8 p.m.
Oh, 8 p.m. Sorry,
yeah, man, I ain't getting up no 8 a.m.
You're gonna do the warning like video, right? The half an hour thing.
You're getting up early, Robert. No.
Now, I'll tell you what, when we do the first one's going to be the 37 roll, which, I mean, even though there's nice double dies there,
yeah,
not quite as exciting as the second roll, which I'm thinking of doing it the 15th, which is a Monday as well at 8 p.m. And that's the one that, I mean, this thing, guys, is nice.
Wow, look at that. Looks like it was minted yesterday.
Oh, wait, I want to see.
Unreal. I don't know where you come across that kind of stuff. I wish I could. I'm not that lucky.
Well,
yeah.
I still have that.
That's yeah.
I still have a bag of 1970s I've got to go through. Here, Travis, here's the
nice.
Here, let me give you the screen there quick, Robert. Boom. There you go.
Now you talking, you got a $50 face of 70, like that kind of half of
oh, look at that.
Yeah, right on.
Look at that. Mm.
Is that my handwriting?
Is that my handwriting? You wish.
No, it looked like you for a second. Like that looked like my ugly you.
Yeah. But
yeah, very, very
got a whole bag of 1970 San Francisco Lincoln cents in a beautiful bag. I've still got to do a reveal on that as well.
Cool.
Man, I don't know what to be honest, I'd be conflicted with how to, as a seller. Do I paper them up? Do I tube them? Do I try to sell just the bag, or do I hunt it?
It's killing me too.
That's I thought, Travis, on the bag. This is just a basically just a thought. It's not written in stone yet, but I thought about taking when I open the bag. I mean, I will be wearing gloves.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about taking and getting me some plastic tubes.
Yep.
And like maybe just take 10 rolls out, put the lids on them, seal them with like a cloth tape.
Yeah.
After we're done with the reveal, depending upon what we find, will probably depend upon what those rolls will sell for.
Cool.
Yeah, that would be cool because people would get to see like that's how all these tube rolls came to be.
Right.
And it would help like with people being more, because it is the natural. I understand people being like kind of offish at first, and so it would help because of the people trust. I know they trust you. You got a great reputation, and I think it would help. It would help with the for the guys that bring them to market.
Well, I noticed, Travis, that when you was panning around with your camera, I seen a few OBWs yourself.
Oh yeah, I got some, but not as premium.
That's not my point. My only point is, even and I don't mean this to be disrespectful, but as a small dealer, even you probably don't have time to look at all the coins that you get.
I don't.
I'm not even a dealer, and I haven't looked at all the coins I've got.
Oh no, it's hard. It's impossible because it's a lot of coin,
Yep.
And there's a lot of coin that is bought, purchased, and I know it will never sell, but it's because it came with stuff that you can't miss out on if you're offered. Like if a dealer calls you and he knows you to be like a copper guy per se, and it's like that's how it happens, and it's Johnny on the spot, baby. It's or get off the pot. So I try not to ever miss out on opportunity because I've missed out on a few because I didn't have the scratch. And
well, that's how I got. That's how I got the 37 and the 36 roll. The dealer I bought so many rolls from him and stuff. He knows it, and he says, "Yeah, I want to talk." He said, "But I can't sell these to you at Gray Sheet Bid." I said, "How much you want?"
Yeah, really.
And I bet you were his first option.
I was, yes.
Yeah. So that's earned.
It's earned and purchased both.
Yeah. Oh, but you earned that, and but that has an that equals a X amount of dollar, and I don't even want to know how much.
Really, I don't either.
Times you probably dealt with them.
Comments in here.
I'm just barely even getting to the place where I've maybe had that experience once or twice, but I'm on the end of. I'm known with one. Thank God. Like I believe I get the call first for the penny. And that's great, man, because it's produced all the rolls I got right now.
And that's how you
this last big Canadian, like most a lot of you got some of it, and it was one huge thing of Canadian, and I was able to get at it in parts, which was nice because that's not typical. Usually it's take it all or nothing, man.
That's cool. Hey, Rob.
It's a tough business, man. All you old bloods don't mess around.
Robert, Lincoln said, I have plenty of time searching for you, Coin-Op.
I thought of that before.
Well, you know what? All you gotta do then is buy an auction. And you know what? This 36 would probably start off there. It'd be a little expensive.
I guarantee it. And then Hidden says, Mr. Davis, make me an offer on my US half-cent Dansko. Send me an email there, Hidden.
Hidden, I tell you what, I'll give you 5 cents. I'll give you 5 cents.
Is it complete?
Seriously, send me an email. We'll talk about it. But anyway, guys, hang around with me, fellas. It's in the
hey, CVS, how are you, man?
Carlos.
Hey, CVS, good to see you.
Yeah.
You came in at the end, though, Carlos.
All right. Don't forget everybody's auctions. Travis, you got any last-minute comments to say before you leave?
Just one more time, because a lot of you I saw this morning appreciate the birthday and the well wishes. Thank you very, very much. I'm really I can't tell you how much it's appreciated. And then also, everybody be well.
And happy birthday to you, Trav. And Robert?
Man.
Hey, all I got to say, guys, take care. Have a wonderful week and happy hunting.
And my final words, as always, is stay safe, stay healthy, and Godspeed all. See y'all later. Bye.
Good night, all.
Good night.